beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now, my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today is not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is all about what will your future spouse find sexy about you. So it's a really interesting reading. It was a suggestion of one of you guys, so thank you very much for that. And yeah, as always, I have 3 pals that you can choose from, and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see the cards better. So this is gonna be pal 1, this is pal 2, and this is gonna be pal 3. For those of you guys who would like to also get some crystals, because it's easier for you to choose that way, I'm gonna also give every and each pile a crystal. And alright, that's good. So my dear, as always, feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And if you would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal 1, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what will your future spouse find sexy about you? So let's start straight away, my dear. I'm gonna start off with some tarot cards, and afterwards we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into some more oracle cards. So let's look into the question, a very interesting one. By the way, thank you so much for the person who has suggested that. So let's see, for my dear pile 1, what will your future spouse find sexy about you? Let's see, what will they find sexy about you? One more shuffle. All right, that's enough. So let's see for my dear pile 1. Wow, the first card we have is the Sun card. A really good start. The 3 of Wands. The Hermit card. We have the Knight of Swords, 4 more cards. All right, so let's see. The Justice card for my dear pile 1. All right, so we have the 8 of Swords. 1 card flipped over, the 7 of Wands, and 1 last card, please, for my dear pile 1. All right, and we have the 5 of Swords here. At the back of the deck, my dear, we have the 4 of Swords. All right, so please give me a moment to look at the energies here. So, first of all, let me start with the Sun card, because it was also the first card that came through. So one thing your future spouse is really going to love about you, is going to really find attractive, sexy about you, is your energy, is your vibe. I really see that in their eyes, because we have to know that, I mean, this is the way they see you, right? So this is how they perceive you. And how they perceive you as someone who is full of energy, someone who's coming off like the sunshine. You know, you need to know that you are gonna have a huge impact, influence, effect on your future spouse. And for them, you are the sunshine that really brings them to life. You know, as an example, if this person has had a bad day, when they come home, being with you, seeing you, having a conversation with you, your energy is so contagious that just like, you know, like the sun warms human beings, up, it's the same effect. It's kind of like there is no other way to say it than exactly the Sun card, you know? And I really feel like you're gonna have this influence on them, and this is something that they have not experienced that often. So it's not like something that they experience through everyone. No, this is really something special, which, yeah, is about your connection here, and it's something that you make them feel. And it's really something that they find incredibly attractive, incredibly sexy about you. It's your vibe, it's your energy. You may also be an optimist, but even if someone watching this and they think that they're not, still, this is the effect you have on your future spouse. You just brighten up their day, you just brighten up their mood. And I feel like you are someone, if we look at your connection, let's just say this person has a very bad day, you always find a way to cheer them up, to make them happy, or to make them feel uplifted. And this is something that this person really appreciates about you. And yeah, they're really thankful for that. That's something I'm seeing big time here. Please excuse me, my dear. Um, Another thing that this person finds extremely sexy and attractive, you know, when we think about these things, very often people may think about certain body parts, right? Or certain physical traits, because that's very often what people associate with attractiveness. But there is so much more to that. And there are so many reasons why a person can feel attracted towards someone. And one thing that I'm also seeing for you guys is that one trait that you have that your future spouse is gonna find extremely lovable is your sense of fairness. You are someone who has the morals and their own values, and you really stand by them. And what I'm seeing is that there will be certain incidents in which you will find yourselves, and your future spouse will experience you really fighting for what you feel to be right. So let me give you an example so you understand better what I mean. So as an example here, let's just say you guys are somewhere outside and you come across something happening which is pretty unfair. Let's say someone gets treated poorly or some kind of an injustice, and you are gonna feel like acting upon it. Like, even if it doesn't if it has nothing to do with you, still you really are gonna act upon it. And especially for those of you guys who may be a little bit shy, or maybe that's not really the way you are normally, it may come off as very surprising, but you're really gonna act upon this urge that you're gonna feel to really show justice and fight for it. And because you're gonna do that, you're really gonna surprise your future spouse, and it's just gonna be so incredibly attractive to them, because it's almost like you surprising them, but at the same time you doing something which is so incredibly kind and shows so much of your character, so much of your personality, so much of your value and moral, that it makes you like 1,000 times even more attractive, if you understand what I mean. Because it's really the justice card, right? It's really all about doing what feels right, and this is what you're gonna do. And yes, it has this element of surprise here. So maybe a lot of you guys are a little bit more reserved at times. Excuse me, my dear, I'm still a little bit sick, but I'm doing my best here. But this really is just gonna make it even better, this experience. And your future spouse is gonna find this extremely sexy. The way you're gonna just act upon that, and you're really gonna show your fierce side, right? Your not wild side. I mean, obviously it has nothing to do with like being wild, but still, maybe normally you are, yeah, reserved. And in this scenario that I'm picking up on here, it's kind of like you just letting go and you just doing what you feel like doing, and it's just gonna be, yeah, really, really alluring. This is really, I know it may sound weird for some of you guys, but this is really how your future spouse perceives that, okay? And maybe because for some it's so much out of your character, it's like even like a bigger bomb, you know, if you understand what I mean. Another thing that your future spouse for sure finds really, really attractive and sexy about you is you are someone who, no matter what life brings to you, no matter where you find yourself, no matter what kind of obstacle, challenge you face, you always find a path, you always find a way to come out of it victorious, or come out of it with confidence and your head hold high. So maybe you're gonna explain to your future spouse, or yeah, talk with them about certain life phases in your life in which you really felt like you were defeated or stuck, not really at your best. And you're gonna share those thoughts with this person, and at the same time, you're gonna show them how you overcame those negative cycles in your life. And with sharing that, they're really gonna get this impression of you being someone who genuinely life cannot like destroy. No matter how difficult life becomes in your case, or no matter how much effort life puts into putting you on your knees, you still always find a way to stand right away. So they're gonna see your strength. They're gonna see your strength when it comes to your personality, when it comes to you just in general, and it's gonna be extremely attractive. Even if, as an example, let's say someone watching this, physically they don't look that strong, maybe even a little bit fragile for some, but that's not what strength is about. Strength is really an internal thing, and they're gonna recognize that, and they're gonna see how strong you are from the inside, like a lion, like a lioness, whatever applies to your situation. It's the same thing, it's this power. And it's really interesting because we have here someone almost like trying to hide away, right? And I think it's supposed to be a donkey, I believe so. This person's kind of hiding, right? And stuck between all those very sharp looking knives. But then we have here someone going up a ladder and really finding a way through something, even if it means literally going up there, right? And you can see there's this castle right here, which is like dark, and then we have a castle right here, which is like it's daylight, right? So there's a little bit of similarity or contradicting energies in these two illustrations here, but this really shows me that even if you at times found yourself right here, you found a ladder to climb up and find your way out of this. And your future spouse is going to acknowledge that, and they're really going to appreciate this about you. It's this power that you have within which shines through, and your future spouse is someone who is not shallow. This is someone who really dives deep, you know, and especially if we talk about potential partners or partners in general. I mean, they are such a big part of our life. They are the ones we share our life with, and of course we want to get to know them on a deeper level, and your future spouse is going to do that, and they're going to recognize your strength. And it's really interesting because throughout this reading, we have very different cards or symbols, illustrations in which it's being shown to me here that you are someone who's incredibly strong, that you are someone who maybe at times had to be tough and protect yourself, or maybe even walk alone. You are a survivor, you are a warrior, and your future spouse is going to acknowledge that, and it's going to be incredibly sexy for them. I also have to say that no matter who you are, one thing that I can for sure say is that this person really gonna find your chest beautiful, okay, and sexy. That's something that I'm picking up on here, your chest area, maybe even your neck, your shoulders. There's just something about that. The upper part of your body, alright, that's something that's coming through here pretty strongly. Another thing that your future spouse is really gonna love about you and find attractive is that you are someone who's not scared to also be alone. I feel like this person, excuse me, my dear, I feel like this person is someone who finds it really annoying seeing those people who are very clingy. For them, somehow clingy people are showing a little bit of weakness, because it's kind of like they are and this is their view, okay, this is what they feel, their perception, it's not mine, I'm picking up on their view right here. This person finds that people who may be a little bit clingy may show a little bit of weakness, because they feel like those people can't be alone, or they always need someone around, someone who kind of gives them strength. And this is definitely a view which, you know, people can discuss about, but we're gonna concentrate on, once again, this person here. And what this person really finds attractive is someone who is not scared to be in the hermit mode, or someone who really appreciates being alone, someone who will not cling on their shoulder and not give them any freedom. I feel like this is someone who definitely appreciates their freedom, and they also appreciate to have a partner who sees freedom as well as a huge part of the relationship. This is someone, my dear, who respects your space and will give you the time you need to recharge, or will give you the time, the space alone, so you can, be by yourself every now and then. And this is a huge reason why this is coming through the way I was explaining it. Because the opposite is kind of a little bit a turn off for them. You know, as an example, having someone who is constantly just glued to them, and you are going to come off as someone who they can have a beautiful time with. They can spend quality time, closeness, right? And this intimacy with. But at the same time, you also have the side which is not afraid to have some me time. And this is something this person finds really attractive, because it also shows a little bit of your confidence. Because once again, for some reason, this person associates clingy people with needy people, and people who are trying to desperately fill in something that they're lacking within, if you understand something. And once again, this is a view which people can discuss about, right? But it's how they see it, how they perceive it. Now let me see. One thing that this person also gonna love about you is every now and then they're gonna get this impression, it could come through a certain scenario or situation, that you are someone who's very decisive, and they're really gonna love it about you. Although, excuse me, my dear, although I feel like maybe some of you guys are not actually as decisive that you're being perceived here, okay? But that's not important, because you are coming off that way, and it's gonna be very attractive and something your future spouse is really gonna find sexy about you. So, because we have the Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords here, and in a way, these are two energies clashing together, at least the way I am receiving and perceiving them here together. And it's a little bit contradicting here. So, I really feel like the way your future spouse sees you, like externally, could not be 100% the way you feel internally. So, as an example, let's say there is a decision you have to make, and you may struggle with this decision, but you're not going to show it. In fact, you're going to come off as very strong and very decisive, and your future spouse is going to really find this attractive. However, they're not going to know the inner turmoil or the inner struggle that you have. And I don't mean like something big, you know, something serious. No, that's not what I mean. I mean, obviously, if you are struggling with something serious, you would approach this person, right? You would approach your partner and share it with them, because if not with your partner, then with whom, right? It's not like big things. It may be something not that important, but still, I just feel like you sometimes may pretend that you are more decisive than you actually are, but still this is gonna be something that they find really attractive about you, because you're coming off at least as someone who knows what they want. I mean, it could be the case a lot of you guys watching, you are actually decisive, right? And you don't struggle with that, but still there's this energy coming through. So there are definitely some people who have chosen this pile who may pretend at times. So maybe we have here two different people, kind of people watching this and clashing, and this is why this energy is coming through that way. But that's something I'm for sure picking up on here. Let me get you some oracle cards as well. Excuse me, my dear, I'm trying not to cough, but I can't control it. I'm still a little bit sick, but I'm doing my best here. So let's see, from my dear pile 1, all right, that's enough. So let's see, what will your future spouse find sexy, attractive about you? Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I am so happy that I'm shuffling on camera. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Didn't I just say warrior, survivor energy, like some like strength? And then we have this archetype right here. I mean, just let me read it. The warrior archetype: strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroism, I can't pronounce the next word, but self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. And you see this person is almost like ready to go for it. And then we have this justice card right here as well, someone with a sword, and then this person right here. You are someone, my dear, who is extremely attractive when it comes to your strong will, when it comes to your inner strength. Your future spouse, one way or another, whether it be, as I already said, through you sharing certain life experiences or them just observing you, they get this impression of you being someone who's extremely strong. And once again, even if from the external side you don't look like it, they're gonna acknowledge your strength. And this person knows that strength is not necessarily the amount of weight that you can like hold, okay? Strength goes skin deep, and there's so much more to that word than, you know, maybe some people associate. And this person's gonna see you as a warrior. And look at that, at the back of the deck we have the Knight. So you see very strong archetypes here, archetypes which are not scared to back down, and you know, archetypes which are ready to stand behind what they believe in. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You know what's really beautiful about you, my dear pal one? The connection you have with your future spouse is genuinely something which goes skin deep. So this is not a marriage or a relationship which is shallow, artificial, something, you know, which is not really that genuine at, you know, as long as you guys look good on social media or whatever. No, this is not the kind of energy. This is all about first recognizing the other person for who they are, accepting them, and really valuing them and seeing how much beauty they have within themselves. And of course, also external, right? Internal and external. But this is really something here. And we have the detective. Great powers, I can't. Great powers of observation and intuition. Desire to seek out the truth. Now, power and strength and so on is definitely an element here in your reading, right? And we have the observation here, something I also have already talked about. It's almost like your future spouse. You know, as an example, maybe you are in a situation like you're doing your 9 to 5 and you are out and about, and then something happens. This person is an observer. This is definitely someone who, like, even if they're sitting on the couch, you may talk about something you're really passionate about, and you may feel like you just like said it and it's not really that important. For this person, it's a big deal because it shows a piece of your personality, a piece of who you are, and your strong view or the way you are is so incredible, impressive to this person. And sexy, okay, like incredible sexy and attractive. I just feel like, okay, this is a message here that really needs to come through, and someone needs to hear that. So listen closely, whoever you are. If you have come to this reading and you were curious, or maybe some of you guys just wanted to know, well, what can I do to be attractive for my future spouse? The answer is really, really, really easy. Just be yourself. By you being yourself, unapologetically, authentically, this is the best way to impress this person, because it's you that this person is after. It's you that this person finds attractive or sexy. It's not an act, or it's not you trying to fit into a certain mold. No, it's all about you being you that's gonna make this person crazy, right? So this is an advice here. It's pretty normal, right? Especially in the kind of world we're living in right now, in which we kind of being programmed to constantly compare ourselves to others. Of course, it's like normal, maybe to an extent, to a certain extent, to compare ourselves or see where others are at. But it should not be something that destroys us, right? Or makes us feel like we are lacking or we're not lovable, or as long as we don't look like that or have that or are like that, we can't expect someone to love us. That's like total BS. And the reason why this is coming through is because I genuinely feel like someone needs to hear that. You know, maybe someone feels like they're not good enough. But what you need to know is that you are good enough the way you are. Yes, maybe it's so much easier said than done, right? But it needs to be said, and I feel like you really need to hear it out. So please, my dear, know that whoever you are, no matter how you look like, no matter what your life story is, where you're coming from, who your parents are, what your nationality is, and so on, you are good enough. And this person's gonna see it, but it's not only about others seeing it, it's actually about we seeing it ourselves. So please keep that in mind. And I just want to tell you that there is so much love coming from this pile, but it's not only about the love that your future spouse shares with you, it's also about self-love. So someone is on a self-love journey or needs to be on a self-love journey, maybe they're struggling with it. You deserve the love, okay? So start giving it yourself. Start giving yourself the love you would like others to give you. That's one advice, perhaps, that also needs to come through here. So, let me see. Another thing, there's this element here about, as I already said, unapologetically being yourself. So if some of you guys have felt like, because of a certain environment you live in, because of a certain society, and maybe expectations from other people, could be parents, friends, or whoever is in your circle, if you felt like there were certain parts of you that you needed to hide away, then let me just tell you, it's exactly those parts of you that this person's gonna love and find extremely sexy about you. So please don't hold back when it comes to who you are. As an example, maybe someone watching this, they are an extremely spiritual person and they have certain things, interests that they have, maybe even rituals or habits that they like to do when it comes to their spirituality. However, they are really hiding it away because maybe they are in an environment or surrounded by people who think it's like BS or it's like funny or whatever. They don't really understand it, and therefore maybe someone needs to hide the side of themselves. And this is just an example here, of course, right? Then just know that it's exactly those sides that you are hiding that this person's gonna love, because it's who you are. And once again, it's all about being your authentic self. So don't be scared to share this side with them, whether it's your spirituality, whether it's a certain skill, hobby, interest that you have, talent, whatever it may be. This person wants you for who you are and not for who you are pretending to be. All right? So, oh my goodness, excuse me, my dear. My dear pal one, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. The energy is so beautiful, so uplifting. Definitely resonates with the sun energy right there. So yeah, please feel free to share your thoughts with me. Also, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. If you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you will not know when I upload new pick a card or even candle wax reading. Once again, my dear, thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy, for allowing me to read for you. And if you would like to get your own private reading, your own personal reading, then of course you can feel free to email me and you will get further information regarding one. Also, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, my channel's Instagram account is in the description box down below, and of course I invite you there as well. But yeah, my dear pal one, take care, my love. Hey my dear, welcome to your reading. So let's see, what will your future spouse love about you? What will they find sexy about you? So let's start straight away, my dear. I'm gonna get you first some tarot cards, and then we will dive a little bit deeper into the subject with some more oracle. So let's see, for my dear pile 2, what will your future spouse find sexy about you? Let's see. One more shuffle. All right. For my dear pal 2, okay, so we have 2 cards coming through right away. We have the Queen of Wands, we have the 10 of Pentacles. All right. The Emperor. Interesting. For my dear pal 2, let's see. What will your future spouse find sexy about you? Wow, the 2 of Cups. The King of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles as well. Interesting. Let me put the cards a little bit more up here so you guys can see the cards better. Look at that. The Queen and the King of Cups came together. I mean, that's really great. All right, so let's see for my dear pile 2. Let's get you 2 more cards. What will your future spouse find? Okay, sexy about you. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the 7 of Cups, of course. And this, we have the 2 of Pentacles here. All right, and at the back of the deck, we have, interesting, the Judgment card. All right, my dear, so please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies here. All right, so let me start with that. Let me start with the first card, which came through, which is the Queen of Wands. So what I'm really seeing here is that looking into your energy, looking into your vibe, you are someone, regardless of your zodiac sign, okay? I'm not talking here about your birth chart and so on. That's not what I mean. I'm really looking into your energy here. You are coming off definitely as this very vivid, lively person. Someone who's full of energy, someone who's even maybe at times very fiery. Someone who has this desire to experience life, to see life. You know, maybe you are the kind of person who likes or fantasizes about your own small adventures. Maybe you are someone who has a bucket list, or someone who wants to experience a lot. And we have this volcano here, which it almost feels like it's about to explode, right? And I just feel like you have so much energy within you, and it's so contagious that, not in the way that pile 1 came through. In pile 1, it was like a lot of optimistic energy. I mean, you guys can also be optimistic, that's not what I mean. But with you guys, it's just this desire that you have. You are a very passionate person. And this is something your future spouse is gonna pick up on right from the beginning. This is something I'm hearing loud and clear. So, you know, maybe throughout your first interactions, you are gonna meet in some kind of a circumstance in which you're gonna share something you are really passionate about with them, or they're gonna see you doing something that you really love, and they're really gonna get this impression here. And this is something that they're gonna find extremely sexy about you, that you have this passion, this fire for life. And it's like this spark that's within you that can literally, make a volcano explode, you know? I really feel like your energy is 1 in a million, and at least it's an energy that this person hasn't really come across that often. Excuse me, my dear, I'm still recovering, so if I'm coughing, I would like to apologize. But going back to this, I know we are not looking at the first meeting or, the first impressions here, but with tarot, I lead it somewhere, but still the energies, your spirit guides, they will provide the answers that are meant for you to know. And I'm definitely someone who will allow it to come through naturally here. And I am indeed getting some energies here which are showing me some indicators regarding your first meeting, regarding your first interactions. I really see that this person is someone who's a very responsible person, someone who's very stable, very independent. You're gonna get this energy of security from your future spouse, no matter who we're talking about, no matter this person's gender or who they are, okay? We're just looking into their energy here. And I really feel like you are someone who values security as well. And this is kind of a place where you guys see eye to eye. I mean, look at that. We have the King of Pentacles right next to the Queen of Pentacles. These are counterparts. These are two individuals who are seeing each other as they are, and they have values or qualities that they share and they really find important. And I really see that you and your future spouse are gonna have certain views or certain outlooks that are really, really similar. And this is gonna be something that this person is gonna find extremely attractive. As an example, let's say, because we're talking about your future spouse here, right? Maybe you guys have a certain vision or a certain idea what a marriage looks like. And even if sometimes you thought you were the only person who thought that way, when meeting your future spouse, you guys will have a similar outlook to that. And it's going to be something that, yeah, you're going to see eye to eye with. So certain values that you share and that you can really connect with. This is, yeah, for sure something this person's gonna find pretty sexy and pretty attractive about you. That's something I'm seeing here for sure. Let me see. Okay, I've said this in pile 1 as well, and I will definitely say this in pile 3 as well. If we think about attraction, you know, sometimes people may just think about the physical traits, right? Or if we think about finding someone sexy, it's just about certain body parts or certain traits that are visible to the eye. But there is so much more that can make a person attractive or desirable, right, in our eyes. And I for sure am seeing that there are certain traits in your personality that this person has also searched for. In fact, this person was really actively looking for in a partner, and they see it within you. One of it is for sure the security that I already picked up on here, but not only that, I feel like this is someone who plans forward. All right, your future spouse is not someone who just lives in into the day and has not planned, let's say, the next 5 years. This is someone who has everything set. I mean, we have the Emperor here, and the Emperor, once again, it's not about gender. It doesn't matter who you are asking about or who you are interested in. It's just the energy. And with the Emperor being here, this is someone who is collected. This is someone who has planned it and is responsible and knows where their life is heading towards, doesn't have any worries regarding certain, planning. And what I'm seeing is that you are someone who really fits into certain visions that this person has made for their future. As an example, this could be someone who wants to find a partner who they can have children with. And this is just an example here, so for those of you guys who don't want to have children at all, don't worry, alright? Take it how it resonates. It's just so I can explain myself better. So once again, there could be someone who's actively looking for a partner who has certain traits, and they will find these in you. And it's gonna be their, okay, yeah, this is the right person. This is someone that I've been looking for. And yeah, I mean, they're gonna acknowledge you as someone that just fits them and matches them, is compatible to them. And this alone already makes you so much more attractive, right? So it's not only your necessarily physical body that this person finds attractive, which they do, but it's also the qualities that go within. But talking about the physical traits here, what I can see is that this person is extremely drawn, first of all, towards your eyes. I mean, I know this quote, or this like sentence, a lot of people may find it cheesy or so, but like when people say the eyes are the window to the soul. I know it sounds pretty stereotypically, but that's something that I literally picked up on. And I mean, if we think about it, when we are in a partnership or when we are with someone, obviously the eye contact is one of the most important things. And I really feel like you guys, the eye contact between you two is going to be something very special. It's kind of like communicating with each other without words. And you're going to find very, very, yeah, attracted towards their eyes. Maybe it's even their eye color or their eye shape. Something about it's going to be very alluring, very mesmerizing, and it's mutual here. We're talking about what they will find sexy about you, right? But I really feel like it's not only them, it's also you. You will also find this when you look into their eyes. If I had to explain it, it's kind of like two pieces coming together and just matching. Kind of like a puzzle. Like there's only one piece in the puzzle that matches a certain part exactly, right? Like every part is unique, and it's kind of like you match as well in your own unique way. So your eyes are gonna be something that this person's gonna find really, really attractive, but it's not only your eyes. Honestly, I don't really have, as an example, in PAL 1, I got this energy of the chest area being something that the future spouse really finds attractive or sexy. With you guys, it's not about a certain body part. It's really your whole body in general. It's really interesting. If I'm looking at these imageries here, there are some similarities. I mean, look at that. This person is like right in the middle of the image with one foot right here, and then it really suits this one, right? They actually look in their posture really, really similar. But you can see the whole body right here. You can see the whole body right here, the whole body right here. For some reason, it's not a certain body part that's really coming through here. Although the eyes, once again, but it's really your whole body. It's the whole play that this person's gonna find attractive. It's the whole picture of you. It's not like only one body part and that's it. No, they're gonna find your whole harmonious body attractive and extremely sexy here. Which, with the Seven of Cups, is really just showing this once again. It's not only one thing, it's multiple things. Multiple things about you that this person finds very alluring and very desirable. Like, if I had to give your guys a keyword to this reading, I will have to say that it's a very passionate one. This is the pile in this reading that has a lot of passion from the beginning on, a lot of chemistry. And yes, indeed, a lot of sexual chemistry and desire as well. So, as I always like to say, as a little warning, if you would like to take things slow, you would definitely need to ground it. But we have the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor. There is a lot of grounded energy here. But still, if you guys would not like this only to be a passionate roller coaster, make sure from the beginning on that you let each other know that you want more. But once again, one thing that I really feel like you guys share and actually see eye to eye is the fact that you both are looking for something stable, so that will not be an obstacle or something difficult. But still, because the sexual chemistry is so intense, I would like to say that. Excuse me. So another thing that I would like to say here is that, oh my goodness, first of all, I haven't picked up on it or talked about it, and I didn't talk about it in pile 1, but for you, for some reason, I really feel like it. So you got the Sun card right here, right, as your card selection. And the Sun card is definitely a very fertile energy here. For a lot of people, the Sun card can signify indeed children. I'm gonna say it once again. If you guys are looking for that, that's something I'm definitely picking up in your energy. But when we look at the fertile energy, it's not necessarily only about birthing children. Of course, fertility means, bringing life, but fertility can also mean birthing other things, except children. It could mean a certain project or creating a certain community. I mean, there is so much we can create, right, with a partner, with another person. And because the Sun card is so fertile, I see this also in your energy here. Maybe for some reason, I'm not picking up specifically how this may come through, but this is a message that I'm picking up on here, whatever it's supposed to mean. But I feel like some of you guys look very fertile. And this is going to be something your future spouse also going to find very, very attractive. Maybe it's also going to kind of drive the sexual chemistry, I don't know why I'm getting this, but a little bit like this primal kind of mating. And oh my goodness, where are we heading towards? You know what I mean? Like, for some reason, there is a lot of desire in this pile. And yeah, I just say it the way it comes through. And this is what I'm seeing here. Another thing, my dear, you have the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups, very simply in this particular pile and spread, is all about love. The love you share with your person, the love you give them, the love they receive is going to be something incredibly beautiful. And obviously we're talking about a romantic connection, right? And a romantic connection is about love. Of course, there's a lot more about it, compromising, and a lot of management as well. But it's, actually about the love people share. And what I'm seeing is that you guys are gonna share this love for each other. And alone this love is gonna make you so attractive, and this emotional connection that you guys are gonna have is enough for you to be the center of their intention, If we look at this picture, these two are also very, very different. So maybe you guys also have some traits that are very different that the other person's gonna find very sexy as well. All right. Once again, for those of you guys who would like to have children, okay? Only for those. Another thing this person's going to find very attractive about you is the fact that they're going to see you as a really great parent, as a very great potential parent. All right? Let me get some more oracle cards for you, my dear pal, too. So, let me see. For my dear pal too, what will your future spouse find attractive, sexy about you? One more shuffle, please. All right. Okay. We have the Child Magical. One more card. Oh my goodness. And we have the Goddess. Ooh. Okay. At the back of the deck, we have the King archetype. Now, first of all, look at that. Both these cards, tuning into the energies, there's so much beauty in it, right? I mean, this card literally says sacred beauty, but also with the Goddess. I mean, just look at her. She shines and glows, and yeah, very, very beautiful. And for some reason, something that I really find interesting about these two cards, if we look at the energies in a way, they're also a little bit contradicting. Just the images. Not, I mean, there's a lot of similarities actually, but also a lot of differences. And what I mean with that is, first of all, if we look at it, the positions in a way are a little bit similar. And at the same time, though, this is really giving me a very innocent energy with the Child Magical being here. And this is giving me a little, like a lot of alluring, you know, sensual and very seducing in a way also energy. So we have the innocent almost, the innocence, and we have the seduction here. Very interesting combination, because for a lot of people, they can't go hand in hand, right? But I really feel like you are someone who is multifaceted. You know, like this, oh my goodness. Pile 2, you're killing me. Like, you know, like this quote, and this is not like gender specific, but just because the quote goes like this, like, lady in the streets, freak in the bed. For some reason, this is really something that I picked up on, and I really feel like you guys are embodying that. You know how to maybe behave according to the circumstance, but at the same time, you have this volcano, you have this fire within you that needs to be expressed, that needs to come through, and it will. And your future spouse is going to find this extremely sexy and attractive about you. That there is a side to you that only they can see, which is something very intimate. But at the same time, there is so much beauty in your innocence, in your gentleness, in the way your kind spirit is, with other people. And we have the sacred beauty here. So you guys, let me just tell you, this person will find you extremely beautiful. Okay? Extremely beautiful. Maybe some of you guys are also a little bit more gentle. We have the Goddess here, which definitely is all about the feminine energy. But I mean, feminine and masculine energy we all have within ourselves. So that's not specifically, like when we say feminine, it's not only about women. It's about also men. It's about everyone. We all have different energies in us. And whoever you are, whatever you identify with or don't identify with, you have this very gentle spirit. And your future spouse is going to acknowledge that. And they're going to love it about you. Yeah. So, my dear pile 2, please, please, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, because there was a lot going on. And yeah, if you guys would like to share something, definitely feel free to do so. Like and subscribe if you haven't as well. If you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise, you will not know when I upload new pick a card or even candle wax reading. Also, my dear, if you would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, definitely feel free to do so. And lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, My channel's Instagram account is in the description box down below. And of course, I invite you there as well. But yeah, my dear pal too. Take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what will your future spouse find sexy about you? What will they find attractive about you? So we're gonna start off right away with some tarot. So let's see for my dear pile 3. What will your future spouse find sexy about you? Let's see. For my dear pile 3. Alright, that's enough. So let's see. Okay, the first card we have is the Knight of Swords. First, my dear, I will get the whole spread and then I will start with the reading. Let's get you some more cards. The Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands. By the way, some of you guys could have been drawn to pile 2 as well. If this is the case, then of course feel free to watch it, because there could be some messages for you as well. Ooh, okay, so we have the Devil card coming through here. Wow, okay, very intense. So let's see the full card. For my dear pile 3, what will your future spouse find attractive about you? Let's see. All right. We have the Ace of Swords. Let's continue. The Five of Cups. 2 more cards, please. What will your future spouse find sexy about you? Okay. And we have the Four of Wands and one last card. Too many, only one please. After the tarot, we'll also dive a little bit deeper into the topic with some more oracle. So only one more card. Alright, so 2 cards came through. I'm just going to take them. So we have the 3 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. Okay. Alright, and at the back of the deck we have the 3 of Cups here. That's great. Alright, my dear pile 3. Alright, so let me start off with that. I would like to come to the 3 of Cups first. So it's really interesting because when I saw the 3 of Cups here as the overall energy, there was one thing that I heard, and it really drew me towards Cups energy in general. You and your future spouse, you're gonna have a very close emotional connection with each other. Now, of course, when we talk about relationships, romantic relationships and partnerships, of course people are supposed to have a close, emotional connection to each other, right? But unfortunately, not everyone does have it, right, in relationships. And with you guys, in your particular one, emotions are a very big part. I feel like you guys are gonna perhaps, even for the first time in your life, have a genuine emotional connection with someone, or maybe it's the fact that this partner, your future spouse, will be the one who for the first time you feel like you can emotionally open up to. And when we talk about finding someone attractive, it's not only about, let's say, certain like physical traits that this person has. Attractiveness goes really skin deep, and there is so much to this. And the first thing that I'm seeing for you guys is this emotional attraction, this emotional connection that actually makes you so attractive to them, because it's like nothing they've experienced with anyone else. And this makes your connection so much special. Even if this person has had previous relationships, there is one thing that is so different from all those previous ones in comparison to yours, and that's the emotional part of the relationship here. I feel like you may be the first person that genuinely gives your future spouse the impression or the feeling that they can be their authentic self, and they can also be vulnerable. It could be the case that at times this person has had partners who took advantage of their more vulnerable side, of them expressing themselves, of them showing who they are. And with you, you are the complete opposite. You see what they feel, you cherish that, and you really respect them, and you don't judge them. And this is a huge thing here. And you really need to understand that, my dear. Maybe for some of you guys watching this, this is something very normal to have in a relationship and actually a standard, but a lot of people don't have this. And I really feel like this person in their previous relationships did not have that. And this is probably one of the most important things that they search for in a relationship, to have this emotional security, which they will have with you, and which will make the connection between you guys even more intimate, even more special, even more close. I'm sorry, closer, right? But that's really what I'm seeing here. But let's go back. So what does your future spouse find sexy about you? So first of all, let me just tell you that this person from the beginning on, very fast, will see you as someone who is a potential spouse, okay? It's pretty clear here. So maybe throughout the first interactions, you guys will talk about, certain things, and they will know that you are actually someone they want to pursue. And what I really see is that one thing that this person really loves and very finds attractive about you is your spirit. It's the way you come through. And okay, one thing that I need to say here is that there's a certain body part coming through here, and that's someone's butt. So someone watching this, your future spouse, is gonna find your bottom really, really attractive. Okay, this is so random, but that's coming through here. Yeah, so just for you guys to know, it's something that this person's gonna find really, really sexy about you. But coming back to what I was saying, your energy is definitely regardless of your age, okay? We're not talking here age-wise. No matter how old you are, you make this person feel young. You make this person feel alive. And this is something, a trait that you bring to them, bring into their life, that's really gonna, bring them back to life in a way. And it's something that they really find attractive about you, that when they are with you, they feel so carefree in a good way. Maybe this person has been very serious for some years now, or for quite some time, and they really lacked the more carefree, light-hearted side, maybe even partner. Maybe they used to be with partners who were probably dry, really serious, and not really that fun. And with you, you bring this, with the Fool card being here, this young energy into their life, and they're really gonna appreciate that. And that's gonna make you so much attractive in their eyes, because I feel like you are very different from their previous partners. Maybe not physically, I mean, could be, of course, right? You could be very different physically from their previous partners as well. But what I am focusing on here is more so inside. I feel like from the inside you are quite different. And it's definitely in your spirit. You are someone who has a joy for life. In comparison, I feel like maybe their previous partners were just really functioning and not really that affectionate. You are someone who is really affectionate, and you're gonna show it and express it to your future spouse. You're gonna really share your love with them. And I feel like this is something they genuinely have lacked in a relationship, which is really contradicting in a way, because obviously romantic relationships, I mean, a part of them is being affectionate towards each other, right? However, this person did not have a genuine partner. It is at least not in their energy that's coming through. And with you, that's so different. This person, once again, they're gonna find your bottom really, really seductive. But it's not only that. I feel like you guys, you're gonna have a lot of fun communicating with each other as well. So you guys could tease each other a lot, and or you could be the one who likes to tease your partner. And I see you guys like laughing a lot, teasing each other. Like communication is gonna be a huge part. You are gonna know how to communicate each other, how to make the other person excited, you know, whether it's in the bedroom or whether it's just like in your normal like outside of it, right, in your life. There, I just feel like there's this spark that you guys know how to bring out, kind of like two people throwing the ball at each other, you know. You are also teasing each other that way, like you know just how to. You see this fire that the devil card here is showing? There's like this spider, not spider, I'm sorry, this snake right here, and the snake is literally on fire there. And we also have the Queen of Wands here with the volcano there, which also came out in pile 2, by the way. And there is a lot of like fiery energy here, you know, a lot of flames. And I really feel like you guys are gonna have a very good sexual or intimate life, okay? Like your intimate life is gonna be very satisfying. That's something I am getting here coming through. Like even if we talk about the communication, it could be the case that you guys like to be very communicative, you know, and very like loud, or well, like, you know, like express yourselves when it comes to the intimate part of your relationship. But that's really coming through here. You're gonna have great communication no matter what. And teasing is a huge part here. And I feel like this teasing is also maybe a little bit to bring out this more carefree and childlike energy out of each other. Yeah. Let me see. You know what's really interesting? Very simply said, I just feel like you guys know how to have fun with each other. You know, the Three of Cups is all about celebration. It's all about having a good time. And I genuinely feel like you guys know how to have a good time with each other and how to recharge. This is the kind of relationship in which, let's say, if one of you guys have had a very rough week, you know, like at work as an example, or just in general, at the weekend you guys will know what to do to kind of make up to it and just recharge and feel great. You know, you're gonna see, yeah, you're gonna just want to experience here. Yeah, and the Page of Cups, look at how much Cups energy. I really feel like you guys, like emotionally, you know, of course, physically speaking, we need to feel attracted, right? And the physical connection in the 3D world obviously is a huge part, right, of a relationship. But with you guys, yes, there's this physical component, but there is also the emotional part. And the emotional connection is actually gonna hold you guys genuinely together on a whole nother level. I mean, maybe this person has had relationships, right? Previous ones in which they have had the physical connection, but the emotional connection was lacking. Or maybe sometimes you as well feel like, you know, you can come together with people, but there is just, on a deeper level, there is something missing. And that's the deep emotional connection which you will have with this individual. You will also, besides being lovers, you will be friends. Three of Pentacles sometimes really gives me this like teamwork, but also friendship vibe. And what I'm also getting for you guys is that you will have a really good friendship with each other. That's something I am picking up on here for sure. I just feel like if we also talk about the communication, you know, like just like best friends who don't have any filters, who know that they can always come back to their best friend and share what's on their mind, what's in their heart. That's the same thing with you guys. Genuinely, if I had to just tell you guys very simply what your future spouse gonna find sexy about you, it's your connection. Like, because it's everything this person ever wanted. Emotionally, they feel safe. The physical attraction and chemistry is great. And you guys just click. Yeah. Let me see if I can still get more physical traits here. We got the bottom part for sure. Okay, that may be a little bit... Okay, let me see now. Someone finds someone's lips very attractive, like very seductive here. For you guys as well, the eyes are coming through. Yeah, eyes are also coming through here. Someone maybe has a certain stare, you know, like a stare which is like, yeah, very alluring. I also feel like if we talk about the bedroom stuff, I know this is like no like physical like intimacy reading, but still for you guys it's coming through really, really like much. I feel like there is a lot of strength and determination, you know, to please the other person. Let me get some oracle cards for you guys. For my dear pile 3, let's see. Let's see. What will your future spouse find attractive about you? Let's see. All right. So that's enough. Let's get you 2 oracle cards for my dear pile 3. All right. Okay, the first card we have is the victim archetype. Let's get you guys 1 more card. And we have the seeker here, the seeker archetype. Look at how similar the colors are. Okay, yeah. You know what I'm getting? You know what makes you in this person's eyes incredibly attractive as well? It makes you stand out from all the people they have met. You are a supporter of this person, kind of like a cheerleader. You will believe in them. Maybe this person didn't had a lot of people in their life in the past who were genuinely supporting them. In fact, maybe they had people in their life, I'm talking about partners here as well, who tend to put them down, or, you know, with the victim archetype being here, just were really sabotaging them because those people could have had insecurities or were just mean, really toxic, and they gave this energy to your future spouse as well, like to make them feel down. And with you, you're the complete opposite. You are the support system. And wow, you guys' connection is just, you know, very often people, when we talk about attractiveness, it's really only the physical that people associate with. But a genuine connection goes so much deeper than that, right? I mean, of course, the physical is also important, but the physical connection they can have with anyone. Let's just say it the way it is. But can we genuinely have an emotional connection with everyone? Can we really feel safe with everyone? Do we have a supporter in everyone? Of course not. And this is something that this person knows. And this is a reason why they treasure you so much. Because they know that you are 1 in a million, I heard. Yeah, let me see. There is also so much trust in this connection, my dear. Incredibly, a lot of trust. Maybe you guys are going to teach each other to trust again, or maybe the trust element in your relationship is going to be so important, and it's going to secure this connection because you guys are not going to have doubts regarding the other person. You're gonna trust the other person and just gonna, like, if some of you guys have control issues, this relationship will really help you through it. Because you will learn to control less and to trust more. This is what this feels like. Yeah. So, my dear pal 3, this is all I have for you. Please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And if there's something you would like to share, definitely don't hesitate to do so. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And if you subscribe, please don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you will not know when I upload new pick a card or even candle wax reading. Also, my dear, once again, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, for allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy here. And if you would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me as well. Lastly, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, my channel's Instagram account is in the description box down below, and of course I invite you there as well. But yeah, my dear pal 3, take care, my love.